This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Ball is teed up. Zane Gonzalez to do the honors. And we're off from Tampa. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Play fake, it's Mayfield. Buying some time right. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out.
What is this?
So they'll decline this and take the result. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
Baker now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. They give to Irving, left side. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Kings! Pistol.
Here we go, it's Mayfield. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Commanders get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Staying with Eckler. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
On first down, here's Daniels. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hurt.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Second down and 10. Daniels. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Jamel D makes the play. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber of defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Here's the give to Irving. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. So we saw dueling interceptions in a turnover-laden first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They start out 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Benjamin St. Juste picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take over after the interception. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on first. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Has it in close. Touchdown, Washington. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Evans, the motion man here. 2nd and 4. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Taking a big shot for the end zone. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Buccaneers with 10 to go still on second down. Throwing again is Baker. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Mayfield to throw for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Commanders get it back after making their third first-half interception.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. First and 10. They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Get it? Cut back in. Cut. Past the 60. Past the 60. Hot 70. Hot 70.
Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10.
79 Broncos. Go street.
Running back sent in motion.
Ready.
Daniels on first down. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First down, here's Baker. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Evans brings in the slant. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Here's first and 10 from the 34. From the gun, Mayfield. That's Evans making the catch outright. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Kings! Dot!
Baker throwing again. He puts some power on a deep one left. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go!
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Running with Eckler again. Still finding room past the 45. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Come on!
Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Already!
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and short, Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Let's go!
Handoff now to Eckler. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Drop 60! Here we go, set! Stay hurt! 65 catch! 65 catch! Let go!
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds his back complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Daniels. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. On the return, here's Irving. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense up to the line fast. Mayfield now from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Buys time, rolling right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And he's encouraged out of bounds behind the line. That's going to go down as a sack. Offense to the line for second down. Trying again following the sack. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Mayfield on first and 10. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. From the red zone now. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Mayfield to throw again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the Commanders are able to cover the kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Trying the inside handoff to Eckler. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Commanders in a good spot, up by 13. Second and 3 now.
Get it.
Eckler running dead ahead. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Here's first and 10 from the 34. On the give, here's Eckler. And he's able to keep it moving down to the 28. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
This is Eckler on second. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. And that timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Seven Pirates.
Now Daniels to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So on now is Austin Seibert for the Commanders' field goal. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. too far right. And their lead will remain at 13.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense, running out in need of 2 quick scores.
Baker now from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
This finds Evans, complete. And he's out of bounds, looks like right at the midfield stripe.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Throwing now. That's caught for the first. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Forced out to his right. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Run.
To throw, Mayfield. Chased out to his right. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time.
And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
They'll try to get this back now, but only 25 seconds left to work with. And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders. That should just about lock up the win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not, they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Commanders. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.